Hello everyone, I'm Tanvi from India. In this video, we will learn how you can use Google Calendar in Google Classroom so that you can connect with your students or even your co-teachers to design any class for your students, or if you want to meet your students on a Google Meet using the Google Calendar. So we will see how these three applications can be used together. That is, on Google Classroom we will see how we can use the Google Calendar and how we can connect virtually with Google Meet. So for that, let us go to Google Classroom first so that I can see, or we can see that how it is possible in Google Classroom. So now I will open my account on Google Classroom and I will go to any of my class which I have designed in Google Classroom. So suppose I have selected computer science and there is a tab that is classwork. So you have to click on the classwork option and here you will find Google Calendar. So we will click on that to see what is there inside it and how we can use it. So this is how interface of Google Calendar look like. So here you can see that there is a calendar. Any date you can select for your reminders, for your events, or directly if you want to have a meeting or have a communication or have a classes on these dates, you can directly jump on it. So suppose I have to schedule a meeting on 9th of July at 3 p.m. or so, I will click on this cell particularly. So here it will give me an option. So add title will be tutorials on Google Classroom. So suppose I have mentioned this, the name of event. So it will be an event and I have selected a 9th July, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. will be the event. You can customize the dates and time as well. So 3 p.m. of 9th of July and 4 p.m. for 9th of July, which means a 1 hour, 1 day event is there for tutorials on Google Classroom. So here I can add a guest by just mentioning the email ID of my guest. So I can add that and you can see the guest availability also. That means the mail will send to him or her so that he or she can confirm that whether he or she is available for your meeting or not. And simply if you want to remove, you can do that. And there we have a embedded option of join with Google Meet, which means you can have a virtually meet for this particular event. Otherwise you will have a interaction on, you can say that your classroom. So you can join with the Google Meet and up to 100 participants you can do without any charges for that. Apart from it, you can add a location, that whether you are going to meet in Chandigarh, it will be a virtual location, and you can add a description. So in description, like you can see that it is an event for educators to learn Google Classroom. So any description as per your requirement or need you can add, and simply you can click in the save button. So there are more options available as well. So we will see that how those more options can help us. So this interface will open when you will click on the more options. So here you can see the time zone. If you want to select for other event time zone, you can do here, or otherwise you can click on the cancel button. And here we can see that if you want to send the email 30 minutes before the event, or if you want to send the notification before the 30 minutes, so you can select the timing here. If you want to send an email or notification, that can be selected here. So this name is by the organizer and this will be the color of your event color, and your default visibility you can select here whether you are busy or if you are free. And here we got the description, and here you can add the guest. So my email ID be the organizer of this particular event. So it's a very simple process on how we can use the Google Calendar so that we can meet with our educators, co-educators, co-teachers, or even we can have a discussion with our students on any topic. So you can invite others, you can see the guest list. So these are some guest permissions that can be saved, and once you have clicked on the save button, it will be automatically sync with your mobile phones if you have a Google Calendar, so that it will send you the notification about your meeting 30 minutes prior, which you can easily set here by clicking on that. You can modify event, you can set any timing, you can change the title of your event, or you can change the description. So this is how, if you want to have any meeting in the month of August or September, you can just click on the date and the same window will open, and then you can click on the any date you want to create an event. And similarly with the more options, you will have option to change the time zone. You can add a Google Meet video conferencing. So all these things will be available to you. If you're looking to use a Google Calendar to note, so that you will be notified, your teachers will be notified about the meeting which you want to organize and meet virtually with all using the Google Classroom. So this is the simplest process. Thank you so much.